Good afternoon. I'm discussing only weekly. Okay. This week there is no such big news because already it's already going on like Operation Sindoor. Okay, but one is a hot topic. It's going currently is a Bangladesh and India and China. Okay, and it's all about the Siliguri Corridor, chicken neck, and finally we can found one thing, though it exists, but still this time it's in the news hugely. It's a the chicken has a two neck. Means Bangladesh has its own two chicken neck. Okay, that also I will going to discuss today. Okay, and how you will cater in the exam. Okay, that is if any kind of question will come, how you will address this, and few prelims topic as well. Okay, first is a Stromatolites. Okay, and this is one type of old seal. Okay, it's in the tertiary period, just found in this recently. Okay, this is relevant for the anthropology optional as well archaeology part. Okay, Stromatolites, a recent discovery, 600 million years old. Stromatolites found in the Kambat Ghat. Okay, Himachal Pradesh within the coal group tertiary sea sediments. Tertiary sea sediments, you know, na? There are two kind of Gondwana and tertiary land. Okay, and this sediments found in the tertiary period and tertiary land when India and this part, the tertiary part, it's joined from the Himalaya. Na? That time lots of seals and lots of sediments were formed over that time. So this is a 600 million years old, okay, sediments. And what is this kind of sediments? Okay, I already put a picture. Yeah, it's like this only. It's an orange one. Okay, and we found in the Himachal Pradesh. So orange sedimentary, okay, structure formed by the cyanobacteria and algae. Remember two things, it's formed by or with the cyanobacteria and algae. You can see the algae also formed in here. So that's why. Okay, and it's a 6 million years old. Okay, and found in the shallow marine sea, formed by the trapping calcium and calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate and marine sea. That is, what is it? It is a orange sediments. Okay, structured by the cyanobacteria and algae. That's most important two elements. And then found in the shallow marine sea, formed by the trapping calcium carbonate. That's it. You have to remember the calcium carbonate, okay, then cyanobacteria and the algae. This is the thing, okay. Next is a prominent in the Cambrian era. Okay, present pre-Cambrian era, you have to remember, slide is coming. Okay, present as a early 2.6 billion years ago. Okay, pre-Cambrian era still exists in the limited salty lagoons and bays. These are the forms. Okay, and one more thing is, a question will not coming apart from these 4 lines. That's it. So I'm going to repeat it this once. Okay, this is found 600 million years ago. Okay, Chamba Ghat, Himachal Pradesh. Okay, cyanobacteria, algae, calcium carbonate. That's the keyword. And then it is a pre-Cambrian era. Okay, remember this era and the 2.6 billion year ago, salty lagoon and bays. Okay, geological importance. It's a found far from the coastline and indicating the tectonic uplift. Okay, so that's why ye both, but this thing is not that relevant. Okay, but remember this first word, and key Indian sites are the Chitrakoot, UP, Morni Hills, Haryana, okay, Mussoorie, Nainital, Jaisalmer, Rajasthan, Dharavar, and Bhimba Basin in the Karnataka. That's it. Especially remember the first name, okay, Chitrakoot, that Himachal Pradesh, Chamba Ghat. Nurdles. Why this is in the news so much? Because currently in the Vishakhapatnam, in the coastal area, there in the beach, we found lots of plastics sediments over there. Small. It seems like a glasses. Break glasses, small. So this is a huge concern. Okay, if in the global warming era, this is a really huge concern about us. Okay, so what is a Nurdles? Small pre-formed plastic plants, okay, used in the molding and extrusions process. Okay, composed by the polyethylene and polymorphalin and polystyrene PVF. Okay, that's why environmental impact ये है कि major primary microplastics pollutant, okay, cause habits contaminations, break down into the nanoparticles, enter marine food and chains. How this is impact in the environment, that is the most important thing. Okay, and recently found on Kerala beach. After the apart from the Kerala beach, before it's found on the Kerala beach, recently found on the Vishakhapatnam as well. Okay, I think this is in the yesterday or day before yesterday's news. Okay, MSC LNC contained vehicle incident. Now come to the main point, is a chicken neck. This is a length 22 to 35 kilometer. Okay, approximately. First. Second is, this is called a Siliguri Corridor or chicken neck. Why it is so important in Indian structure or our geographical or geological structure. Okay, seven sisters and one brothers as well, Sikkim as well. Na? What is the name of the seven sisters? Or Meghalaya. Okay, there are seven and one brother. So that's right. Okay. So why it's in the news? Why they are threatening?
To disconnect the northeastern part of mainland.
Why?
To occupy the northeastern.
No, because already. No. That Pakistan reason. Okay, already their chief said to us if they have, he gave a clear statement if India wanted attacking to the Pakistan, then we will going to cut down all the connection from the rest of the India from the northeast. Okay, that's the condition and that's the story. Okay. And one more thing is, recently we are seeing Chinese are most coming to the Bangladesh, especially in this part. There is a long old air base. It's called a Lal Monir Hat. Okay, and they wanted to again restart this air base. Okay, and Chinese wanted to visit this place almost last week and this week as well. Okay, so that's why it's a big concern, and that is a 123 kilometer approximately away from the chicken neck, this Lal Monir Hat air base. Okay, so that's why it's in the very big concern. But still, and one more thing is in the Assam. Okay, last week, Hemant Biswa Sarma, who is the Chief Minister of the Assam, he said we are going to, we already arrested 73 or 93 Pakistanis, okay, and migrants over in Assam. And apart from that, he said, he replied to the Bangladesh if they will doing any kind of scenario or we are there going to attack us, then they should know they have a two chicken neck or two chicken corridor. So this is one here, one, and second is here. Okay. So prelims and mains base both question is very important. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, no issues. Okay, so for prelims and for the mains base, both the scenario are very very important. Okay, so firstly is ki latest news is that Bangladesh has invaded China to invest. I already told you now. Okay, river conservation project near the Siliguri Corridor, rising the geostrategic concern for India. This move is seen as a part of the Chinese increased footprint near the India. Okay, that is a recent news. Come to the right. Ki we are borders share in that chicken corridor is a west is a Nepal, north is a Bhutan, and south is a Bangladesh. So completely 3 countries are already touch the Siliguri corridor's border. Firstly, second is the function. Okay, connections mainland India with the 8 northeast states. Okay, I already said ki 7 sister and 1 brother. Okay, so and see, this question will not going to come definitely ki states are, but from chicken Siliguri corridor, which countries is joining, matlab sharing the border, it can come into the prelims. Now is a geographical overview. Okay, narrow state, that this is 22 to 35 kilometers north. Okay, broader Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh I already said. Northeast state 7 sister and plus Sikkim is already included. And strategic significant is a critically military support line essential for the movements of Indian army troops and logistics, especially towards the Sikkim and the Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, now geopolitical sensitivity. Lines close to the China and Chambi Valley in Tibet, and any military actions by the China could threaten or choked off Indian access. So you know कि already military threatened है, choke the Indian access to the completely to the northeast, especially this concern, and apart from that security vulnerability. Okay, that is a almost that choke point also. Okay, same cheese, security vulnerability and military action can, matlab China can occupy the entire northeast states. And that's why China showed lots of interest in the, especially they are visiting in the Lal Monirhat area, matlab frequently. Economical importance is a gateway, definitely Darjeeling and Sikkim. Okay, it's a most tourism place. We are getting a lots of money from tourists. Okay, in Darjeeling and Northeast. Okay, support acts East policy linking Northeast to the Southeast Asia. Challenges is ki if this is happen, but how this part is most important for us, and anything will going to happen, how we will face the natural disaster. Okay, security issues and infrastructural gaps. Government initiative, one thing is the Bharatmala project, everybody knows. Okay, golden quadrilateral for road. That initiative also is, it's going on, it's still. Act East policy and Bagdogra airport development. Act East policy and Bagdogra airport development already it's done. Okay, and integrated checkpoints, northeast frontier railways, and enhancing rail access. Now the Bangladesh chicken neck. There is a 2 here, 1 here, 2. This is a Chittagong. Okay, and this is a one more. Is a first corridor is a Bangladesh is a Dakshin Dinajpur. Okay, that is one. First corridor is a North Bangladesh corridor. Okay, extended from the Dakshin Dinajpur, India to the southwest Garo Hills. Okay, you can see ki Garo Hills tak it's already linked a joint towards them. Okay, one more thing is you can the prelims can ask the question, the question from the map side ki which part is joined in which side. Okay, so that's why. So it's a connect with the southeast Garo and Dakshin Dinajpur. Length is approximately 80 kilometers. Okay, strategic importance it has. Several serves as a critical routes for the connecting Rangpur division with the rest of the Bangladesh. That is the most important, and this Rangpur division is important till the independence era. Okay, here lots of freedom fighters were staying in this part. Okay, and in fact 1971 also it has a very significant role. This area has. Disrupting here could completely isolated northern Bangladesh separately, Rangpur division, especially. Okay. Second corridor is the Chittagong one. Okay, one of the most important Chittagong port. Okay, where all the import and export are happening from the Bangladesh. Okay, so the connection political capital Dhaka with its economical capital, critical economical lifeline, even narrower the Indian Siliguri Corridor. It's a 28-kilometer. Narrower, why? Well, because our has a chicken corridor is a 32 and here is a 28. So that's why it's narrower. And one more thing is here, see, from the Bangladesh chicken, both the corridors, they maybe question will not come apart from the strategic location importance or stuff like that. But if it will come in the prelims perspective mostly, because what is the kilometers? Why? Because Siliguri corridor is a 35 approximately, 22 to 35. But here is a smaller. These small things can come in the exam. Okay, so you have to remember the small things and the area as well कि Bay of Bengal के साथ connect हो रहा है, ठीक है, South Tripura के साथ connect हो रहा है, तो which part they are connecting with the India, so that's you have to remember. What is cloudburst? Cloudburst is an essential and sudden localized rainfall. Just suddenly it's happened, okay, and it's happening mostly in the any point of time, but still in the winter in the hill areas, okay, especially in the Himachal, Arunachal Pradesh, yeah, Uttarakhand areas. So that is, it is intense and 5 centimeter even in a 30 minutes qualifies. It's not stays more than 30 minutes and it's a 5 centimeter of the precipitation, not more than the 5 centimeter. Where and why? Most common during the monsoon in the Himalayan states. मैंने already बोल दिया, ठीक है. And factors: topography, wind pattern, okay, wind pattern and temperature gradient. Okay, temperature को कम करने में wind pattern and factors and topography के ऊपर it's dependent. Often occurs in the area without rainfall gauges, hence under reported. Okay, mostly this is under reported and without rainfall. This is suddenly occurs in this area. I told it's happening in the entire year, mostly in the winter. Consequences: flash flood, okay, landslide, destructions of infrastructure and living mostly. Okay, that's why tourism were actually disrupted or actually tourism was suffered from this sudden rainfall. Okay, because landslides were happening now and then. So that's why. One more thing: effects often extended beyond the small area of a rainfall. Forecasting challenges: IMD forecast rainfall in intensity but not exceed the quantum or locations. Cloudburst predictions require the dense instruments and a high-end computing. And cloudburst cannot be specifically forecast as now. So because IMD, it's Indian Meteorological Department, still it's not going to address this scenario. They are not going to pretend when cloudburst will happen and how they will prevent this. Landslide in India, because it's in the rain already started and it's happening, that's why it is in the news so much. Okay, sudden movement of rocks, earth and debris down a slope, a type of mass wasting. Okay, causes definitely heavy rainfall, earthquake, flood and snowmelt. Anthropogenic is a distraction, construction, excavations and overgauging. mostly overgauging, excavation, okay, constructing, and deforestations. Okay, so that's are the, you can write this under the challenges as well. Okay. Indian vulnerability. Among the top 5 landslide prone nation. That's why it's so important, because India is coming one of the 5. I think it is in the 3rd or the 4th list. So that's why 12.6 land areas prone to landslide. Okay, region wise contribution 66.5. This is not important at all, but north west Himalayas. Okay, northwest means that Kashmir wala part, then Uttarakhand, then Himachal, that northwest, and apart from that northeast Himalayas. Northeast mein it's so less, but mostly you can see ki northwest mein we are seeing the same thing. Jaise for example Rishikesh jate time, ya for example Haridwar, ya that line completely Mussoorie ya Nainital, wo complete lane mein maximum you can see the news ki landslide ho gaya. There is a small news almost here and there in every month. So that's why this is a more landslide prone area. Step to prevent the landslide in India. Afforestation, definitely. Vegetatizations cover. Okay. Control constructions, land use planning, drainage management, most important. Afforestation, most important point. Slope engineering techniques, which are using currently in India. Okay. This can comes under, if any mains question will come, then you can write these points under the okay, how you look under the way forward, and you can write the 2 headings under the way forward. One is a generic points like how you will prevent the landslide, and one is a government initiatives. Okay, government initiative on measurement landslide hazardous zonations mapping. Okay, it's already said in GSI, it's Geographical Survey of India, it's doing this. Okay, National Landslide Risk Management Strategy 2020 में शुरू हुआ था. GSI Landslide Atlas of India, that is also happening. Okay, here released in 2023, and Landslide Atlas provides the critical data for disaster planning. Cover over 3,000 landslides prone locations in a 17 state. Okay. Already their atlas showed कि 17 state has a huge landslide prone areas. National Disaster Management Authority Guidelines 2009. Okay, emphasize the early warning, definitely community awareness, and this is happening when the that earthquake is happening in 2000, I think 14 or 13. So it's in the Himachal or in the Uttarakhand. Okay, when people are went to the, it's a Kedarnath. Yeah, it was in 2013, right? 14, right? Yeah. So that's why people were community awareness की वजह से people were saved their life. Okay, military या army जाने से पहले या कोई भी बाहर से जाने से पहले they are helping themselves. Okay. Inclusions of a slope safety in development planning. Use remote sensing and GIS. This is not that much of a thing right now, but still it is using. Okay, disaster resilience infrastructure project. Okay, जैसे भारत माला मैंने पहले ही बोला था वहाँ पे, and भारत प्रियोजना and प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना. Hills area में, this is a completely, यहाँ पे already government are spending more money because the infrastructure needs more, मतलब highly advanced infrastructure they needed. That's why. That's it. Okay, it's all for today. And rest to next classes onwards, I will add the prelims question as well as the mains question with every topics. Okay, that I will do. Okay, thank you.